Love your hat.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Now You Know. As you can see, Mary is no longer MIA. Thank goodness, because, playing with on my own, I was going to say by myself, playing on my own just didn't work very well. So anyway, Mary, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm channeling Audrey Hepburn today.
Oh, very nice. So what do you have?
A scarf.
In the way of Audrey Hepburn-ish stuff.
Oh, well, actually, I have nothing to do with Audrey Hepburn. I should have done something about Audrey Hepburn.
Pardon?
I should have done something about Audrey Hepburn. Okay, I want to talk about interesting, fascinating things about Indonesia.
Oh, okay.
I have to qualify. There's different rules there's different rules for different parts of different places in Indonesia. So what I might tell you might not apply to everywhere in Indonesia.
Okay.
But I want to tell you that in Bandung, you can't buy street food.
You can't buy
street food.
Street food. Oh, they no street vendors. Oh.
No, and anybody who is caught buying food on the street can be fined about 1 million rupiah.
And their money is like a wild amount of zeros.
I don't know. The reason of this is because the street vendors apparently were ruining
what?
The city.
They were what? You froze out. So
ruining the city.
Ruining the city. Oh, how so?
Yeah, that's ruining the beauty of the city.
Okay.
Okay, what do you got for me, Nancy?
Well, I've got British stuff.
Okay.
Oh. Hence the hat.
I love the hat.
Thank you. Okay, the first one I have is Bob is your uncle. So a way of saying you're all set or you got it made. And that's a catchphrase dating back to 1887. It was coined by British Prime Minister Robert Cecil, AKA Lord Salisbury.
From Salisbury steak?
It doesn't say steak, but I was wondering if the steak was named after him, that cut of steak. I don't know. I didn't check that.
Let's say it was. Let's just say it was.
You know, Mary, and surprisingly, Mary, Salisbury steak was named after Lord Salisbury.
No way.
I know, isn't that surprising?
And were sandwiches named after Count Sandwich of England?
Well, yes, but not really.
Okay, good. Here is a rule I like. This applies to the people that live in Gorontalo, Indonesia.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Civil servants who are already married must directly transfer their salary right into the bank account of their wife.
All right.
I think there's something going on there that's worth thinking about. And you know what else?
No. Tell me.
Okay. You can't take selfies in Indonesia.
Oh.
No. It's because it's dangerous.
How so?
Well, you've heard of all the tourists around the world who have fallen off of cliffs and bridges and down. And not only that, but they found that people in Indonesia would trample over the grass and the flowers as they're taking selfies. Nancy, when I was in Turkey, we were up in Cappadocia in a hot air balloon.
Yes.
And there were people in the hot air balloon with their selfies while we're trying to look out.
My gosh, people are nuts.
I know. I'm afraid that some of their selfies might have met with my elbow. Don't know how that happened.
Oops. Oops.
Oh.
People can be so ignorant, though. It's unfortunately.
Okay, go for it, Nancy. What you got?
Okay, a bad penny. Okay, so that is referring to a disreputable or a prodigal person who always returns. More generally, the proverb refers to the reoccurrence of an unwanted event. This proverb has lived long in the language. It derives from the notion that some coins were bad, coins themselves. That is, they were debased or counterfeit. They would clip the coins for whatever reason. That was often done in the Middle Ages before there was standardization of the coinage. And this example from the reign of Edward I shows the degree of badness that pennies then endured.
Oh.
I know this comes from, listen, stop yawning. The term bad penny was established enough in the English by the 14th century to have been used in William Langland's famous prose poem.
Oh, that was fascinating, Nancy. Thank you for sharing that.
There's some better ones than that, Mary. Shorter too.
Hey, you know what?
No.
In Indonesia, in Jakarta, you've been to Jakarta, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
You cannot park. You have to have a garage in attached to your house, well, by your house. You can't park your car on the street. It is forbidden to park your car in front of your own house.
Well, I'm not surprised because there's so much traffic going on there, right?
And yes, and the other reason is to avoid any blockage, because you know how narrow and busy the streets are.
Yes.
If there's an emergency vehicle coming past.
Yeah.
So when I was in Vietnam, the traffic, we were with the tour. I can't remember whether it was a tour guide or in a private vehicle. It doesn't matter. And an ambulance would come along, and it couldn't get anywhere because nobody moved anywhere.
Wow.
They just blocked it. They didn't pay any attention to it. And I have to say, I've seen quite a few emergency vehicles out on the roads here in Chilliwack in the last while, and people move over. I'm pretty darn happy.
Yeah, I'm used to seeing them move over. And whenever I've been in a car, when I was a driver or being driven, we always pulled over.
Yep. If it's safe, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
So no parking your car in front of your own house.
Darn. It's pretty bad if you don't have a garage. Oh, but they do have garages.
You have to.
You have to have a garage, which is, you know, it'd be nice, like especially like on the street where I am.
Yeah.
Where business are, and there's people that, some business owners, some apartment owners will park their vehicle all day.
Right.
Some parking spot, and there's very limited space, you know, and they could just go down, because apparently it's a 2-hour parking, but nobody pays any attention. You go down another block and you can park for as long as you want, because they don't have that same time limit, but people just don't pay attention.
They can't just walk the extra couple of blocks.
And the only way, at one time Chilliwack had that vehicle, somebody would go around and mark the tires, right?
Yeah.
And check on that. But nowadays you have to call it in if you see somebody illegally parking or staying in a unloading zone too long.
Yep.
You have to call it in. That's the only way anything gets changed. So, which is unfortunate.
And you educated me about loading zones. How long can you stay in a loading zone?
20 minutes.
You heard it, Chilliwack from Nancy with the crazy hat.
That's right.
Okay, Nancy, what else you got for me?
You're gonna love this one, Mary. Is
it long? Is it really, really long?
No. And this is an expression for remain cheerful or keep your head up. Keep your head held high. Keep your pecker up.
So this is about birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't find any reason for it or anything, so I just put it in there because it was funny. Oh, I love the ridiculous. It's so good.
Hey, Nancy.
Yes, Mary.
In Purwakarta, Indonesia, it is compulsory for people to turn off their lights during the night of a full moon.
Oh.
Oh. Lights are turned right after the sun goes down, and all the street lights also go off because the full moon provides the light.
Isn't that a marvelous thing? I wish we did that here.
I know.
I think that would be so good.
I found McDonald Park finally in Yarrow, Abbotsford, and it is a dark park, and apparently it's the best place to go see anything going on in the skies at nighttime.
Very good. What's the name of it again?
McDonald Park.
In Abbotsford.
In Abbotsford.
Ah, okay. Something to remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's one that just a little quickie. A barking dog never bites. It's too busy barking. We'd have to stop barking to bite.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
So, Nancy, how does that translate to life?
to life?
Well, I'm just thinking, okay, so if you've got somebody that's always like complaining, right? Barking. this is wrong, that is wrong. They don't have time to fight, meaning to make any changes or any differences or make anything happen, because they're always barking but not doing anything.
Yeah, because they're not hearing anything.
That's true too.
They're making too much noise.
Yeah.
Now, this one I think is equivalent to big girl pants. It's
Put on your big
girl's
girl pants.
blouse.
What?
Big girl's blouse.
Never heard of it.
Me either, but I threw it in there because it's from England.
Okay. What's it mean?
Well, keep hold. Use your, when the expression.
Big girl blouse?
Yeah, same thing as you put on your big girl pants. Just do whatever you need to, whatever it is you have to do. It's the same. It means the same thing. It just sounds stupid.
Okay, because you can also say put on your big boy pants. It's not just big girl pants.
Oh,
I just want to be okay. Excellent.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, Nancy.
Yes, Mary.
In Indonesia, you cannot cause damage to your own house.
Well, that's a good idea. Why would you want to anyway?
I don't know, but I mean, I wonder if that means that you have to, you have to keep your house, the upkeep on your house has to be maintained as well.
Yeah, I suppose. I didn't see. Yeah, sorry. I don't think I saw any houses because where we were staying, it was all apartment buildings and businesses, and
Yeah.
So, but I wouldn't have known that anyway. In any case.
Okay, Nancy, what else you got for me?
A weakling is an ineffectual person.
I don't know that I like that one.
I just, I don't choose. Well, no, I was going to say I don't choose.
You just report the news.
Exactly, Mary. Here's a good one. This is an expression of surprise. Oh my gosh. I've never heard of it, but it's so cool. Instead of going, oh, surprise, you're going to go, Gordon Bennett. Gordon Bennett.
Gordon Bennett.
Oh, I got to just talk about surprise. And one of the things, I watch a lot of Netflix. And
who's Gordon Bennett?
I have no idea. I don't care. I didn't even research because I just love that part. But this kind of fits in with something I see on a lot of Turkish TV. I watch Turkish series on Netflix. And when they're surprised, they go like that.
Oh.
At least that's what I've seen on a couple of the Turkish series. That's it.
Okay, I want to tell you about Gordon Bennett.
What? Okay.
Gordon Bennett.
Oh, I do have it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Gordon Bennett was born in Scotland in 1795 and came to the United States of America.
Okay.
I don't know why they said Gordon Bennett.
Well, first he was wild.
Okay.
And he escaped to France, actually, at one point, to get away from scandals and became famous in Europe for establishing awards in sports such as yachting, auto, and airplane racing and ballooning, etc. Sorry, I did have it here and I just didn't see it.
I bet you don't know this.
No,
in 1877, at a New Year's party held by his fiance's father, Gordon Bennett became so drunk that he lifted up the fireplace for his toilet and peed in it in front of his host and their guests.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Shame.
Hey, next time, tell us where Paint the Town Red came from.
I'll have to make a note, Mary.
Okay, well, don't you think
everybody.
that's interesting?
Mary, talk to the people while I make a note.
Okay, so next week, Nancy's going to report on Paint the Town Red and When Pigs Fly. We're still waiting to hear about when pigs fly. She's got a little homework to do, but she can do it.
I hate being assigned homework, Mary.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I came
up
with...
hey, listen.
What?
Talk about homework. Okay, you want to talk about homework? First of all, in per Wakarta, again, teachers and students must use homemade bags. They have to make their own bags using recyclable material. And this is to encourage to love products and to practice creativity.
There, wow, that's quite nice.
I know. I kind of like that.
Yeah, except if you have no idea or no gift whatsoever of putting things together, that would be tough.
Oh, I guess you just bake it, or maybe they teach it to you in school.
Yeah, I remember in China going to the post office and watching people. They were sending things to wherever countries, and they'd have to have them in a cloth, and they had to sew it all up. They would do that right at the post office.
Oh, wow, cool.
Like instead of in a box or something, it was in this kind of a cloth.
Wow.
Yeah, cool.
Huh. That's very cool.
That was in Beijing, I believe. Okay.
So I want to tell you again, Purwakarta,
Yes.
Indonesia,
Yes.
there's no homework allowed. Did you know that?
I like
that's
that.
awesome. I want to go to school there. And students are not allowed to smoke in Purwakarta, and they get a monthly checkup to make sure that there's no traces of nicotine or other chemicals, smoking chemicals on their teeth.
Oh my goodness, how marvelous.
I suppose.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I like the idea of no homework. I used to try to finish my homework in class, during class, actually, when I was in school. Unless I had to do it home.
Sometimes kids just bring home so much homework that it's over the.
Yeah. My cousin went to.
And I'm not sure that that's a good thing.
Yeah, my cousins, they were in French class and French school, and they always had so much more homework than we did. And they went to school longer hours as well as we did.
Okay.
That was back in the day.
Yeah. Wrap this up for us, Nancy. Bring it home. Bring it home.
This is an expression for somebody has passed away, died. It originated in the UK in or around 1970, and it's popped his or her clogs.
I've actually heard that. They popped their clogs.
They popped their clogs. Well, there you go. We finally had something that we both heard of, which is really good. It doesn't happen always.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, everybody.
So Nancy, let's pull the plug on today's getting to know everything about everything that we don't know anything about.
Okay.
Bye.
High five, Mary. Missed once again. Okay, I had fun playing with my hat. Bye, everybody.